The Brothers of Liberty, here to remind you what true freedom is. Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Liberty with the older brother Kelton. Um, Today is November 1st, so therefore, we're going to talk about the fall coming up. In 3 weeks, it's going to be Thanksgiving. And then after that, it's going to be the Christmas holiday. Um, and I'm even catching myself starting to see start Christmas music, and I have to say, no, Thanksgiving hasn't arrived yet. No, no, bad Kelton. But anyway, um, and I'm just waiting for all the woke to come out now, especially this year because it's been more prominent this year than in the past years. Waiting for them to start saying, well, you can't say Happy Thanksgiving. We shouldn't celebrate it because the Pilgrims took land away from the Indians and they killed them and everything else. And you're a colonizer. Newsflash: no one's a colonizer anymore. That happened hundreds of years ago. Unless we all go to Mars and colonize Mars, we're not colonizers. So get over yourself. Um, and that's for those people. In fact, a lot of people are now Heinz 57. It's mixed with a lot of stuff. So yeah, do a DNA test. See if you're truly a completely pure blood. Most people aren't anymore because it's so mixed up because it's the human race and not race because you're African or European. America has a mixed blend of everything. Even the Hodge twins found out they have some white in them, some Asian, you know, the different DNAs because you find out along the family lines that, you know, the different trees and stuff and have multiple branches. Unless, of course, you're like in Wrong Turn where the family tree has no branches. Um, and I won't make any comments about that, about those areas. But for the most part, everybody, their branches are completely out. I mean, do we even celebrate Thanksgiving for what its purpose? I mean, you're supposed to be thankful for your family, your friends, what you have, and now you're thankful the next day that you beat some grandmother to grab the TV and knock her down, and laughing at her because you got the TV and she didn't. So on Black Friday. So what are we really thankful for anything? I mean, now it's Thanksgiving is cooking, watching the Macy parade, watching the dog show, and watching football and hope that Dallas doesn't choke and lose. I know we're going to get some dislikes on that Dallas comment, but before you Dallas fans get mad at me, you have plenty of reason to make fun of me and my brother. My brother's a Atlanta Falcons fan, and I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. So for this year, um, trust me, at least you're winning. Um, I would love to have at least 2 wins under uh, my belt for the Dolphins, but hey, you're not always going to get what you want. And I'm pretty sure you can write in the comments of your disdain for my joke about Dallas. My friends give me let me know about their disdain for me every time I make fun of Dallas. But anyway, back to the original subject. Um, people's going to argue about that. They've been arguing. I'm waiting for the Christmas argument. So we shouldn't celebrate Christmas because of this, because of that. Um, you know, Even if you don't even look at it from a Christian point of view, they'll argue about something else why Christmas shouldn't be celebrated. No, Santa is a man. You shouldn't celebrate that. We should make him gender fluid or other stuff. And it's like, seriously, you're trying to push it down our throat. Um, and they get offended when you tell them that. Oh, you're transphobic or you're homophobic. No, it's called live your life, but don't push it down our throats. These people have been in hundreds of years. If characters people play them on the screen is different, then whatever. But you're trying to change characters because you are offended easily. We can't, first it's, oh, you can't say Merry Christmas. You got to say Happy Holiday. You can't say Happy Hanukkah. You got to say Happy Holidays. You can't say Happy Kwanzaa. You got to say Happy Holidays. And I'm sorry. If you're getting offended because someone's genuinely wishing you a Merry Christmas or a Kwanzaa or a Hanukkah, then you need to look at yourself because you don't care about sincerity, you care about words. And empty words means less than true sincerity of someone saying Merry Christmas or Happy Kwanzaa. I'm not Jewish, I'm not from Africa, but you know what? I'd rather have someone genuinely tell me Happy Kwanzaa or Happy Hanukkah as opposed to a fake Merry Christmas because they don't want to, or not Merry Christmas, but Happy Holidays because they don't want to say it because that's not how they were brought up. And I know I'll get flack for that, but you know what? Ben Stein said it too. If someone says Merry Christmas to him, even though he's Jewish, he said he's not going to take any pressure off it. In fact, he feels more welcome because you're trying to include him in something, even though he is Jewish. And that's how I am. If you say Happy Kwanzaa or Happy Hanukkah to me, I'm not going to get offended. I'm actually going to feel a little special because you're including me in something. You want to make me a part of your tradition. And it's supposed to be peace on earth, goodwill towards men. And unfortunately, it's not going to be that way with the woke. Because if you don't think the way they're thinking, God forbid, they'll let you have it. And these woke people are supposed to be the liberals. But if they actually look at the definition of liberal, you're supposed to embrace and tolerate all ideas and individuality, not just your ideas, which means don't say or complain of other people's ideas. All right. If you're going to be a liberal, be a true liberal. Look up the definition and actually tolerate people for their differences of opinion and not chastise them or call them names for their differences of opinions. That's your biggest problem to all the woke people out there. It's like with the jokes. Dave Chappelle, he said biologically whatever. He's making a joke. Family members of his transphobic friend who committed suicide said that she would have found it funny. It would have found it funny. Um, and jokes were meant to be funny, and jokes always dealt with race, class, politics, whatever. And now even comedians have to tiptoe around the subjects, or at least some comedians. God forbid if Richard Pryor, George Carlin was on the air today, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. Even Chris Rock has talked about the woke. Um, God forbid if the Jeffersons was on the air, or if Archie Bunker, All in the Family, was on the air. Um, Mel Brooks movie, they're being made today, and the way they made them back in the 70s and 80s. I think humans would spontaneously combust for how woke they are, especially Blazing Saddles. Oh my God. Um, One of the funniest movies I've seen. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're woke, don't watch it because you might have to go to the hospital, and that's just my opinion on it. Um, and I'm not going to change my habits to fit your habits. I'm sorry, this is America, freedom, liberty. I don't want to hear, oh, you don't care about my freedom because you're not conforming to what I want. No, 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 no. It has nothing to do with conformity. Liberty has to do with living your life with the way you want. It doesn't mean that you try to force someone to live their life or say what you want them to hear. This is America, and we are the brothers of liberty, and we're always going to remind you what true freedom is. And one of that freedom is the First Amendment, which means I have the right to free speech. And I don't care what you tell me I need to say, I'm not going to say it because you're trying to oppress me with what you're telling me to say. And I'm sorry. So don't talk about being oppressed and oppressors when you're doing it yourself. And that's just my opinion on it. How about your opinion? Like, share, subscribe to this channel. We definitely want more followers. We want to have interactions when we go live with hundreds of people, whether you agree with us or not, whether we agree with you or not. This is supposed to be a political and social discourse. And you're always going to find out, like even me and my brother don't agree on everything. And everybody should have a voice, whether you're a all the way left, all the way right, or in the middle. Everybody should have a voice. This is America. And that's what we want to remind people what true freedom is, why the Constitution was formed, and why we have the freedom of speech and all those other rights that the Constitution tells us about that we have, even the unwritten rights. So, like, share, subscribe. You can email us, brothersofliberty76 at gmail.com. If you want us to cover a topic, let us know. We have our blog site on our About page on YouTube. You can click on that. It's free to subscribe. I know we don't have any subscribers on there. People do go on their website and on the blog site, and maybe they're afraid because they're afraid to have to pay. But it's free to subscribe there if you don't need to hear the videos and just read our words. And once again, there's comments there. You can make comments in there because we welcome all comments. And like I said, I'm the older brother, always reminding you what true freedom is and ought to be.